Black on black and beauty's intact. Trust, there's nothing you lack. Nothing can ever sever our soul ties when we together. You my ride or die, girl. Forever, ever, forever, ever. You fly in any weather. Black, intelligent, smart, and clever, full of grace and honor. How dare we ponder? Your strength make a black man's heart grow fonder. Protect our black queens at any cost. See, without the black queen, we catch a lost bee. Taking L's from left to right, vision blurred, but with the black queen we elevate, you heard? Honey, caramel, hazelnut, bronze, chocolate, mocha, all shades, no cons. Skin absorbing all the sun, so much melanin. Love the color of your beauty and the light within. Concept, baby.
Concepts, you said it right. I am beautiful in God's sight. Don't you know I am Mother Earth? Everything black and beautiful I have birthed. Let's review my history. Something is steeped in mystery. Royal blood runs through my veins. I have carried my people's pains. I am dark like a night in Tunisia. I possess power and wealth like the Queen of Sheba. Naya, Kim, Cynthia, Viola, Kadia, Zozabini, Gabrielle, Beverly, Issa, from Africa, India, America, Jamaica. Dark beauty runs across the world, make no mistake, beautiful mind and beautiful skin. The peace and power that come from within. Don't you feel the pull? We are the color of beautiful.
His image and mirroring his reflection. Black and beautiful, my shortcomings is his perfections. A victim to the spoil and methodless while they toil. On the clouds, I'm in crave. Homage to my people who fight to be equal.
Hello, beautiful people. I wanted to come on today because on Sunday, for Colorism Conversations, I said that it was 60 days until my 60th birthday, and that I would be sharing some things with you about the next 60 days in my journey to 60. And so one of the things that I have been reflecting on as I get ready to have this milestone birthday and get ready to go into the next decade of my life, I've really been thinking about the things that I've learned And I have had a very interesting life. And I thank God for everything that He's given me and for the experiences that I've had. Some good, some not so great, but the important thing is what I learned from every experience. And I am really, really living with expectation and anticipation of this next chapter in my life. And, one of the things, some people say, well, you don't even know if you'll make it the next 60 days, which I don't. But I'm believing God that He still has a work for me to do. So I'm living with anticipation and expectation of what He's going to do in my life in this next decade. And so the thing I want to talk about today is that one of the things that I've in particularly learned, I want to say, within the last 5 years is that many times when you start approaching your mid 50s and 60s, and even sometimes I can imagine going into your 70s, you start feeling like you may not necessarily have done all the things that you wanted to do. But the thing that is so important to realize is that you're still young enough, no matter how old you are. I mean, there are some 80-year-olds who move better than I do. Okay. And so, I was watching a clip the other day from the movie Tap, and I was watching Sammy Davis Jr. and one of the Nicholas brothers and Sandman and some of them in this movie, and it was obvious they were up in age, and man, they were tap dancing like I don't know what. And I sat there and I was like, gosh, I can't even move like that at 59. But that's my own fault, a lot of that. But I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But the thing that is, excuse me, the thing I think that is so important for us to realize is that, one of the things that Pastor Real Talk Kim says is that, and I don't know if this is necessarily, she's the one that kind of coined it or not, but I know I heard her say it. If you have a pulse, God has a plan. And so the one thing that is important is to not think that because you're in a certain age bracket or you've approached a certain age that, life is over for you and things start to, that there's nothing left for you to do, because that's just not true. And that's the one thing that I have learned is that I still have so much to give and so much to offer. And I'm building something, even at this age, I'm building something that is going to be a legacy. And so I'm still building my legacy. I'm building my destiny. I'm building my empire. And just because I've reached this particular age doesn't mean that it has to stop here. It doesn't. I mean, we can do things. So I watched even Cicely Tyson in one of her last interviews at 96, I think it was, she was, when Gayle King said to her about, would you still work and she said, if somebody offered me a part, yeah, I'll do it. So, it's all a matter of how you view yourself and how you see yourself and how you see yourself moving in the world and how you see yourself reflected in your work and the things that you do. And I still have so much to do. And I'm just looking forward to everything that God has for me. Now, one of the other things that I've learned is that with with getting older, things change in your body and other things start to happen. And if you aren't mindful and really paying attention and taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, that it will make a difference in how you're able to navigate and do things that you plan on doing, right? So that's one of the things that I'm really working on. It's so interesting. I'm going to share that the beginning of the year, I was on Daniel fast, and fasting and praying, and it was, it was an incredible experience. But as soon as I got off, man, I went back to eating the way I like to eat, because I don't know what Daniel and them did, but that really, I wasn't feeling that at all. But I wasn't supposed to be, because it was a fast, right? Um, but as soon as I came off and I went back to eating the way Karen likes to eat, the Karen way of eating, my body has, I've seen some things change with my body. So I'm like kind of going back, having to go back to the way that I was eating, so that I can be able to get healthier and be able to do these things, all these things I have planned to do. I've got launches coming up. I have some other things, that I'm planning to do, going back to some more writing and looking to get Poetic Blues whenever this pandemic is over, which is a whole nother story. I don't even feel like talking about that. But, being able to make sure that I'm going to be able to do the things that I want to do, that my body is going to be prepared to do these things that I want to do. When I go back to Africa, I want to go on safari. My body's got to be ready to do that, right? So I'm really working hard on getting my body where my body needs to be, even in particularly as I age. And it's something that I should have been doing in this last decade, but I chose to do what I want to do. And so, many times when we do that, we have to deal with the consequences of doing what we want to do, instead of doing what we know to be what's best for us. So that is going to be a priority in this next decade of my life, is getting myself physically in shape, and to continue to enhance my mental, spiritual, and emotional and financial growth. So I'm looking forward to this next chapter of my life, and I'll be sharing some more things with you as I approach this 60th birthday. And my husband said to me, he asked me, what did I want to do? And before, I wanted to go away, but I'm not going anywhere. Just not doing it. Right. So I told him, I said, listen, I'm just grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for the people in my life. I'm so blessed with the people that I have in my life, my husband and my sister and my friends and my sister girls and my network. I'm so blessed with the people that are in my life. And so I'm just going to be celebrating right here at home my 60th birthday. And it's going to be an amazing thing. Birthday, it's going to be balloons and all of that. I'm going to have all of that, but I'm going to be right here in my house. Okay. Because that's the safest place right now, I believe, for my husband and I to be right now, is to pretty much, we're still, and it's been 10 months for us, is it 10 months? Yeah. Because March will be a year. No. Yeah. It's 11 months, I guess now. March will be a year that we've really pretty much stayed home because of health issues. As you know, my husband had a kidney transplant in September, and he's doing really, really, really great. But even prior to that, we had to be very, very, very strategic about how we moved throughout the city and all of the rest of these things that were going on, because the doctors said he cannot get sick. Okay, cannot get sick. And especially once he had the transplant, he cannot get sick. So we have been pretty much home, other than, to the market and to the doctor and all of that. We've been home going on 11 months now. And God has been good. We haven't killed each other. Oh my gosh, I say that. Yeah. But I mean, we've been really blessed to be able to be here and to support and encourage one another. We're going to be doing Colorism Conversations on Sunday. It's going to be a love It's Valentine's Day, so it's going to be a love thing. On Sunday, we're going to share some music with you all, some of our music, some of my love poetry, and we're just going to have a really good time on Sunday. So you guys be blessed and, celebrate life. Just celebrate it. Whatever stage of life you are in, it's a blessing. And I know that it's a difficult time right now. Every time you pick up the paper or turn on the television, somebody else has left here or it's just sometimes it's just a bit much. So, but celebrate the life that you have right now. Celebrate those people who are closest to you and the people who show you love. One of the things I remember, here I am with another thing I've learned. One of my pastors, Pastor Preston, always said to don't be concerned about the people who don't love you or who don't, deal with the ones who love you. The people that really show you love and the people that really support you and do the things that they do for you. Celebrate them and don't worry about the people. That's one of the things I had to get over. Don't worry about the people who don't call. Don't worry about the people who don't engage. Don't worry about them. Deal with the ones that do, right? And if you spend time dealing with the ones, and one of the things that I've said a long time is that if I don't make another friend, I'm really good, because a lot of the people that I am even close to and friends with, I don't get to spend the time and talk to them like I would like to. So if I don't make another friend, I really am good. I look forward to expanding my network and God enlarging my territory. But, we need to be thankful for the people that are in our lives, the people who connect with us, the people who engage with us, the people who call us, the people who love us. Those are the people that we need to be really grateful for and celebrate them. So today, celebrate your life. Celebrate all God has done for you. And if you have an attitude of gratitude, you will find out that you will have the most amazing day that you can have just by being grateful. Gratitude boosts your self-esteem. It boosts all kinds of things within your body. And take time to be grateful. Okay? And I'll be back tomorrow for Wondrously Made Wednesday. Tomorrow we're doing Women in Theater, my favorite. I love African American theater. I just absolutely love it. And I'm a part of it. And I really, really love it. So tomorrow, Wondrously Made Wednesday, is African American women in theater, past, present, and future. What happened with my camera there? Okay. So you guys have an incredible